but the concern Kenton tried to muster up slipped from him like oil over ice. She had done more than peel his flesh from his bones. She'd reached into the very seat of his feelings, plucked out every last clinging emotion. He didn't know who he was anymore. Kenton couldn't even be sure he was still human. He traced the blue glow that sparked through his veins, lighting his arms from the inside out. As with so many other procedures, he'd been awake when they'd inserted the implants, rewiring his nerves, searing his blood with a fire he'd thought would never quench. He hadn't screamed, however, knew better than to beg for mercy as they'd laid his skin open, pumping blood into him faster than it could gush out, integrating his bones and muscles with a queer, almost incomprehensible technology. They'd denied him anesthesia, but Kenton had blacked out from the shock alone, and by the time he'd regained his senses, the deed was done. He still couldn't fathom the purpose for the callous experimentation, but given that he rested in a clean room, dressed in loose training clothes after having been fed a nourishing meal, he supposed he'd find out soon. At that moment, the door slid open, and a soldier stepped through it. "Cybernetic boy's awake," he remarked, tossing an energy bar and a juice packet at Kenton, who almost didn't catch them in slow, still-aching fingers. How could he not be awake? The days of torture, of vivisection, the constant thrumming from whatever they'd embedded into his body. He remembered everything. Couldn't scrub it from his mind, phantom pain keeping his limbs numb and senses alert. Reflexes still active. That's good. You'll need them in the tomb.
Can't get enough of Thorunn? Download the Audible app and start listening today.